It was another day in Brooklyn, New York, and 17-year-old Michael Stone Goodman was running the court with his basketball team. His best friend Harry, a lanky, blonde kid who shared his love for sports, joked with him between layups about the New York Giants' upcoming Monday night game. Stone loved basketball, but his mind wasn't entirely focused on the court. It had been on the gang that loitered outside his school. The gang had taken an interest in Stone, and after weeks of pressure and small tasks, today was supposed to be the final test. The gang's initiation ritual had him anxious, but this was his chance to prove himself, or so he thought. After practice, Stone ducked out of school early, making his way to the park where the gang gathered. When he arrived, the leader, a tall guy with an intimidating stare, reminded him of the final step, an attack on whoever the leader pointed out. Later that afternoon, Harry, wearing his blue Giants jersey, walked down the street near the park, excited about the upcoming football game. He spotted Stone and waved. He had no idea what was about to happen. The leader of the gang pointed at Harry. Him. He's wearing blue. That's the rival color. Stone froze. His heart dropped into his stomach as he realized what was expected of him. That's my boy, man, he stammered. We're on the same basketball team. He's got nothing to do with this. The leader scowled. I don't care. You want in? You gotta do this. Loyalty's loyalty, no exceptions. As they approached Harry, Stone's mind raced. Harry grinned and gave him a casual wave, completely oblivious to the danger. Stone's friends flanked him, waiting for him to act. His fists clenched, but he knew this wasn't what he wanted. He never signed up to hurt his best friend. As Harry was about to greet him, Stone turned on his heel and, instead of going for his friend, delivered a powerful punch to the gang leader's jaw. The leader stumbled back in shock, and Stone bolted, running as fast as he could, the gang close behind. He didn't stop until he got home. Out of breath and drenched in sweat, Stone found his father in the kitchen. He spilled everything, about the gang, the initiation, and what just went down with Harry. Stone's father listened quietly, his expression serious. We're done with this, Michael, he finally said. You're leaving Brooklyn. You're going to live with your mother in Newark. It's the only way to keep you safe. And just like that, Stone's life in Brooklyn ended. He moved to a quiet street in Newark, where his mother and stepfather welcomed him. The neighborhood was different, more peaceful, with kids his age regularly playing basketball and video games together. Soon, Stone befriended Spyder, a Puerto Rican boy who had been adopted into a local family. Spyder was the king of handball on their block, earning his nickname because of his speed and agility. Spyder warned him early on, though, about the neighborhood kids and how they liked to tease. One day, Spyder and a group of friends came by to pick up Stone from his house. Inside, Jeremy, a notorious bully in the group, saw a picture of Stone's mom with her white boyfriend. Yo, how come you're not light enough to be that dude's son? Jeremy mocked. Stone calmly explained that his parents were split, but Jeremy wasn't about to stop. Man, with a last name like Goodman, shouldn't you be white? Are you even Guyanese? Sure you're not African? The teasing continued as they walked to the park, and Stone tried his best to let it slide. But during their handball game, Jeremy kept digging into him, making fun of his name and background. Stone, now defensive, tried to explain his Guyanese roots, but the laughter didn't stop. Spyder, irritated and protective of his new friend, finally snapped. Without warning, he launched the handball straight at Jeremy's forehead. A brief fight broke out, with Spyder and Jeremy wrestling on the ground before the other kids pulled them apart. Spyder, still fuming, turned to Stone. Forget this, man. Let's go play some video games. As they sat in Spyder's room, trying to unwind with a video game, something unusual happened. Perched on the fence during the handball fight, a majestic eagle, Angel, had been watching the entire scene unfold. Unbeknownst to the boys, Angel belonged to Solo, a master of a secret ninja school. Angel wasn't just a bird, it was a messenger. Indio, who had been following Angel ever since sneaking out of Solo's gym, had also witnessed the fight. Curious about the eagle's next move, he kept a safe distance as he observed Angel soar towards Spyder's house. With grace, the bird dropped 2 scrolls through Spyder's open window, landing right beside the boys, who were immersed in their game. Startled, Stone and Spyder stared at the scrolls. They were rolled up tight, the paper thick and ancient-looking, sealed with an intricate symbol. They each picked up a scroll, unrolling them to reveal identical invitations, a mysterious gem hidden in their neighborhood, offering something neither of them could have ever imagined. Meanwhile, Indio, watching from the street, couldn't help but smile. He'd been following Angel all day, and now, seeing the scrolls delivered, he was even more intrigued by what Solo had in store for these boys. For Stone and Spyder, this was the beginning of something much bigger than a video game session. The invitation was the first step into a world they had never known existed, one filled with secrets, challenges, and the potential for greatness. Their lives were about to change forever, and the excitement was just beginning.